A Central Indiana domestic violence shelter is now issuing an urgent call for donations. The agency says it just can't keep up with the growing needs of women and families that are in crisis over the summer. Today, our Ella Rhodes went to visit Sheltering Wings. She joins us now live in studio to explain what the studio is doing right now to better make sure that they can help make ends meet. Ella.
Yeah, most definitely, Anne-Marie. So it's a really tough situation for everyone, both emotionally and financially, if you do have to go to a shelter. And women and children that go to Sheltering Wings, they are hitting some of the most difficult days of their lives. And now the shelter is so overwhelmed with people needing help that it's turning to the community to ask for you to help them.
It's everyday items like bottled water and paper towels that Sheltering Wings domestic abuse shelter says it desperately needs. Volunteers like Lisa Sackman go through donated items, but Sheltering Wings Executive Director Cassie Mecklenburg says there aren't near enough donations in these summer months.
The demand on our services just continues to increase, and so that's why we're not wanting to compromise and take our foot off of the gas.
She says just a few weeks ago, they had 54 people living at the shelter, but within a week, it jumped to 72 people, including children.
We have to question whether or not we're able to give someone something because we might not have it, or we just have to minimize how much we're giving out to people.
That's why the shelter started its emergency donation campaign, Christmas in July. They simply can't wait until Christmas to ask for help. Sackman says the shelter provides a haven for people experiencing domestic violence and provides everyday items they need to get by.
They finally get to relax and just rebuild. And that's what makes it so important.
The shelter says it urgently needs items for children, like strollers, twin-size sheets, and car seats.
We know that their safety, stability, and independence is critically important. And so the donations that we receive help us achieve those goals so that we can make sure that we're not turning families away.
Now, any Central Indiana family can take refuge in the shelter of Wings.
The agency has a matching grant until the end of this month for monetary donations, and you can find Sheltering Wings wish list and the resources it provides on our website at WTHR.com. Anne-Marie?
Yeah, it's really great to give people an opportunity to make a difference because people do care, but it's like they don't know how to step in and engage. So
Exactly.
It's really great.
Yeah.
We would like to introduce and welcome Ella Rhodes to our staff. This is your first official on-camera report with us, one of our newest reporters. Maybe introduce yourself a little bit to the audience. Tell them where you're from.
Yeah, most definitely. Well, hello, everybody. Thank you so much for having me. My name is Ella Rhodes, and I'm so excited to be here in Indianapolis. I actually went to IU. So once a Hoosier, always a Hoosier, had to come back. And I have family in Indiana. My dad's from Fort Wayne. I've spent my summers in Fort Wayne. My grandparents are still there. So I'm just so excited to be back in the Hoosier State. And then I previously worked in Florida for the past 2 years. So trading in hurricanes for some snowstorms and blizzards. As long as I'm not shoveling, I'm okay.
You're good.
Exactly.
We are so excited to have you here. And one of your instructors was Ann Ryder.
Yes,
right?
the wonderful Ann Ryder.
Yes, one of our alums here who just gave her double thumbs up, and we called down to Florida and got her up here. So we're so excited to welcome Ella Rhodes. Why don't you find her on social media and give her a follow?